Okay, so I don't usually explain what I'm about to tell you in public videos, and this is kind of for my members, but because I have something much more important to say to them, I was like, okay, maybe in today's video I should talk about what I'm doing around these prices in Jasmy Coin's price chart, and I do think that soon we are going to get a huge move on the upside if the bullish scenario is in play. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And before we start today's video, I need to tell you that in about a couple of hours, I'm going to put out, I would say, the most important video for my members, and in it, I'm going to tell them about a very good investment opportunity for the future outside of the crypto market. So if you want to have access to those informations, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. Let's get on with our video and see what is happening. So in today's episode, I want to talk about this whole move down right in here and tell you why I believe in terms of Elliott wave, this is a corrective movement, and after it's over, we are going to probably get a massive move on the upside, and in it, we are going to at least take the highest side in this region for the first target around 6 cents, but I don't think that we are going to stop there. No, I'm going to argue we're going to go quite a bit more higher than that. Understood? Okay, let's start. First things first, we are going to do a very simple analysis in here and see how long is it taking for us to have this move down in Jasmy Coin, about 1,100 candlesticks, let's say 46 days. On the other hand, in about, let's say 30 days, we had this move up right in here. So what's the message? I would argue there's a very high chance in this phase bears are absolutely failing to pull the price all the way back down to these levels, and there's a good chance that bulls still do have the upper hand, and this is indeed a very important characteristic of a correction structure, and soon, I'm gonna say it, we are going to get a big move on the upside. This is the first method of analysis if you want to have a decent understanding of what is happening in here. Second, a very important characteristic of a correction structure is having constantly overlapping of the waves. So what's going on here? This is a move down, correction up, move down, correction up, overlap, overlap, move down, correction up, overlap, overlap, and then we are having another move on the downside. Now, whether this is going to be our last move down or not, that's kind of still up for debate, but the point that I'm trying to make is this move down does have a lot of the characteristic of a corrective movement, and that's why I want to argue it is indeed a correction, and soon we're going to get a big move on the upside. Now let's go on maybe H4 time frame and see what is happening. So in my opinion, in Jasmy Coin, even if you want to argue that this is actually a 5-wave impulsive structure up, fair enough, then we are going to say this is 1, this is 2. Big move up into wave 3, okay? Followed by that, this is probably going to be a correction structure for 4, and after it's over, or maybe it's over already, what are we going to have? Probably another big move on the upside into wave 5, and on a higher degree, these are probably going to be the sub waves 4, you probably know it, if you are a regular viewer, a wave 5 right in here, and then it's going to be potentially time to start a decent bear market. So you see, in terms of Elliott waves, once more, it seems like that we are indeed in a corrective phase, and our bull run in Jasmy is just not over yet. Now let's go on our own chart and see what is going on. I think it was from crypto.com. Yeah, let's summon more. Okay. You see, in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, we are having two very important broken resistance area, and so far we are around this region. Now, the important point that you need to understand is this is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. And as long as in weekly chart, you're not seeing a candle close under here and then pull back and a continuation of the move down in order to take this low, you just cannot argue that we broke this region on the downside. No, this can be, for all we know, just a very simple fake out, and soon we might get a big move up in order to start the next major phase of the bull run. So the point is, we are having two very important areas in here, and if we are actually bullish in Jasmy, well, I'm expecting Jasmy Coin to not get a break of these regions and continue its move on the downside, but get a move up in order to take the highest side in this region for the first target. So in terms of Elliott waves, and classic technical analysis, we are having many reasons to be optimistic in here. And that brings me to the main point of today's video. Because of these reasons, I actually went long in Jasmy Coin somewhere around 2.75 cents right in here. Now, here is how I like to treat my long position. First things first, I never ever go long in just one simple step. No, the way that I do it, at least in this case, is this. Let's say I want to go long in Jasmy with $1,000. So in this level, about 2.75 cents, I actually used about $330 to go long in here. Now, what about the other 670 bucks? I'm actually saving it in case that we go lower and reach to about the next important area, which is going to be, you know it, around 2.4 cents. And at that point, then, okay, I'm going to have overall a $1,000 long position. So what's the point of doing this? You see, the main reason for why I am going long like this is because I want to get my average purchase price as low as possible. If I want to go, for example, let's say $500 around 2.75 and another $500 long around 2.4 cents, then okay, at that point, my average purchase is going to be somewhere around 2.6 cents. However, using this method, my average purchase is actually going to be under 2.5 cents, which for me is fantastic. So this is how I'm going long in this area in Jasmy Coin's price chart. Now, the question is, what is going to be my target and my stop loss? Well, let's go on daily time frame. There we go. So for so long, I was telling you, look, this is 1, this is 2, big move up into wave 3, correction for 4, and we are going to have another move up into wave 5. Now, I'm betting that we haven't still completed the subwaves for this wave 5 right in here, and we're going to get another move up. And when is this scenario going to get invalidated? You know it, when we get a move down from here in order to take the lowest low in this region about 1.5 cents. That's why my stop loss in Jasmy in this long position is going to be around 1.5 cents. Now, on the other hand, what is my target going to be? The bare minimum one. This is a very important point. The bare minimum target in this position is going to be right around the highest side, about 6 cents. So in other words, I'm going to have a 1 cent stop loss, but about a 3.5 cents target. And that means my risk to reward ratio is about at least 1 to 3, which I don't know about you guys. For me, this is a fantastic long opportunity. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. In my opinion, there's a very high chance in Jasmy Coin we are overall dealing with a correction structure in this phase and not an impulse. And after this is over, and I do think that soon is going to be over, because in H4 time frame, if I just do this, excuse me, what do we have in here? In MACD, a bullish divergence in this region, and also in RSI, we are having a series of bullish divergences. Then okay, I am going to say this move is probably going to be over soon, and we are going to start a massive move on the upside. And that's why in Jasmy Coin, I went long around these low prices. And the main reason for it is because the risk to reward ratio in this position, for me at least, makes absolute perfect sense. Now here's a question. Am I going to be right 100% of the time? And is this absolutely going to skyrocket? No, definitely not. I'm telling you right now, I cannot say anything for sure, and there is no certainty in any market. And that's why I have a stop loss in my position. So in case that I'm wrong, I'm going to get stopped out of the market, and it's going to be right around these areas under the lowest low, about, let's say, 1.5 cents. So what should I do right now? Well, there is really not a whole lot to do. Now it's just waiting time and see, are we going to finally get our next major phase of the bull run or not? And I am actually kind of convinced that we are going to get it. And once more, if you are interested in classic patterns, I don't know if you like them, but if you do, this is probably going to be a very beautiful cup and handle pattern, and it will get confirmed when we get a break of this important area around 6 cents. And the first target for it is going to be, you know it, somewhere around the next major resistance, all the way up here, about the 10 cents area. So we are having many reasons to be optimistic in Jasmy Coin, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. and go long in here in hope that we get a massive move up. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Jasmy Coin's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some DCNTA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.